Thank you. I will. Good morning.
How you doing?
Fine, how are you this morning?
Good. Better, Roy? Three? Just getting done here.
Okay, I can come back.
No, I got it. I just haven't got everything in the case yet.
Hey friends, welcome. It's Hy-Vee today, and hi, this is Tony Tone. We're gonna walk to the set this morning because I gotta get my steps in. So great to see so many wonderful customers. Don't show the customers, Ryan. They're just out here getting some great deals. It's Mega Meat Thursday. There's a fantastic deal when you buy burgers, you get brats for free. But the thing I want to talk to you wonderful people about is Bug Soother. I don't know if you were outside at all yesterday, but welcome to Nat City, Nat City. Holy moly, I walked out to the garden center and I didn't know what was going on. I just walked into a gnat party. I was pulling them out of my hair. So what do we do when the gnats start bugging you? Bug Soother. And as you can see, we've got a whole table full of Bug Soother products. It's all made local in Columbus Junction. And then if you're worried about skeeters, that's the brand new Bug Soother candle. This stuff is just great. Now what I'm excited about with the Bug Soother, this size bottle is 8 ounces and it comes with a 5-cent fuel saver. So in addition to keeping you gnat free, and you know what the gnats are, right? I mean, they're just, I can't dislike gnats more. They were out in full force last night. I posted a picture on my personal Facebook just showing everybody that we've got this table of Bug Soother. Whether you need the big bottle or you need the one for your car, like this one, you could have that in your car, put it in the diaper bag if you got kids. Kids are playing sports if you're at Kent Stein, soccer, baseball, whatever's going on, enjoying the weather before it starts to rain again. It's Bug Soother. So with that being said, we're gonna walk to the set. I feel like when we do this, I'm really tempted to juke you guys and then just I could totally juke you guys, but that doesn't do any of us any good because the whole point of doing this is to, I guess, have me on camera, not that I need any more screen time. But we've got a fun show coming up this morning. We're going to talk to Kim Warren and Whitney Howell as soon as we get to the set. And then at 9 a.m. we've got Sammy Pratt, who is chasing the American dream, opening her own business. Could we just mount this bottle of Bug Soother to my shoulder? Like, do you think that's a good idea? I mean, I'm telling you, this stuff is gold. You know, Alex Armstrong loves Bug Soother. Isn't that right, Alex? He just said he douses himself in it. He just pours it on himself. So we're ready to go. Like I mentioned, it's Mega Meat Thursday, so if you're watching this at Hy-Vee on Thursdays, every 25 bucks you spend in the meat department, seafood department, or in the deli, you're gonna get a 15-cent fuel saver. I'm excited because I beefed up the fuel saver last night. I got 79 cents off per gallon now. So that's exciting for me. So with all that being said, come and see us, get your Bug Soother, and Hy-Vee today starts right now.
Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine. Streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
It's always good to get the steps in, huh? Woo! All right, here we go. Here we are. It's good to be with you all. It's Thursday morning, and again, you need it. We've got it. Come and get the bug soother. All right, Kim Warren is here to talk about AIM. Maybe you don't know what AIM is, but you know what the United Way is. That's good. And then Whitney Howell is with Early Childhood Iowa, Muscatine County. And it's both of their first times on the show, which is weird because, well, I don't know. It should have happened sooner. But thank you for coming. Kim,
Thank
great
you
to
for
see
having
you.
us.
Whitney, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
All right, so I know the answer when we start talking about the importance of preschool. I've experienced this with my kids. So I have a 7-year-old who went to preschool and 100% benefited him from, like, when I hear that people don't send their kids to preschool, I almost go, why? Because I know that it worked out for us. And I have a 4-year-old that is in pre-K or whatever, the PK3, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
PK3, and then he will go to PK4 at the Colorado Learning, what do we call it?
Early Learning Center.
Let's all say it at the same time. The Early Learning Center. So I know that it is important, but for folks at home, I mean, is it just a matter of like they don't think that their child is ready, or what? Because we didn't feel that. We understood how it could be valuable. What are we running into when we have conversations with people that go, oh, maybe they don't know it's an option? Is it more of that versus them not thinking their child is ready for something like that?
So we actually did a survey. A group of us partnered together, Early Childhood Iowa, Public Health, some of the preschools in town, the school district, and did a survey. We figured the way to hit the most families at one time was to do it from daycares. So we got a lot of families and asked, you know, what ages were the kids? Were they enrolled in preschool? And then kind of what barriers were they facing? And we found that a big barrier that families were facing was transportation.
Okay.
You know, preschools, half days, not every day of the week, most of the time, unless they're in the district program. But even then, that gets out a little earlier.
Sure.
It's not really convenient for working parents. So I think a lot of it is there's barriers that families are facing. Cost for 3-year-old preschool, that's not free unless you're in a district program. And then also, I think a lot of parents don't know when their child can go to preschool. So some people think if I have a 3-year-old and they're not potty trained till November, I've missed my opportunity for 3-year-old preschool. And that's not necessarily the case. Some programs will take 3-year-olds in November, December when they are potty trained. So I think people sometimes, they have barriers, they're not sure if their child's ready to start.
And Whitney, for you with Early Childhood Iowa in Muscatine County, I mean, it's like the benefits of getting them. Yes. I mean, I can tell you, again, this is all my firsthand experience with my son, Ted. You know, he was 3 when he started, right? He turned 4 on November 30th. And the first, you know, he goes Monday, Wednesday, Friday to his PK3. And the first maybe 2 weeks, he was doing the holding on to the leg, crying, and now he's at the point where he's like,
see you later.
I'm almost tempted. I mean, I walk him into the gym, but I'm having that moment where it's like, all right, and he goes and sits down. He usually manages to squeeze in a spot right between 2 girls, which is, they're always like, oh gosh, here he comes. And he's wearing Crocs, which is another thing. But like his development, and I really give a lot of credit to our educators. He has the luxury of being with Diane Calzaretta and Miss Shar, and they are tremendous teachers. Diane is unbelievable. But I mean, just talk about that structure, because even if we thought Ted was ready and it was a struggle, we knew that it was going to get better, and it did. And he has learned so much this year, just from 3 days a week, 3 hours a day.
Right.
Yeah.
So getting, like Kim said, getting them there is the first barrier. Some parents, I think, are maybe just nervous to send their kids. Going through the whole holding the leg and mommy, daddy, I don't want to go. But once they get there, it is that routine.
Yeah. Oh,
and you see the change. So it is a big deal to get them. It is the first step on a long journey of education.
Well, and it's amazing, like the kid, my 4-year-old is like writing his name.
Yes.
I don't know, I mean, if that's something that like they're working on, I don't know their exact curriculum, but I know that he's better because of the experience that he's had this year, and he'll only continue to grow. So if part of the problem is transportation, there's solutions to help people, but then also people need to understand that there are still openings available. We're sitting here, May 23rd. School will be done June 5th for the most part, and then it'll resume August 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. So we can tell the folks at home that there are still spaces available, so that they shouldn't be discouraged, because that can be another part of it. If there are things getting in the way, if transportation is an issue, if affording it is an issue, they need to understand that there's still available spaces, right?
Right.
And there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of places you can go for preschool.
There is.
Right. So the community partner preschools, those are outside of the district. They do still have openings for 3 and 4-year-olds.
Good.
And yes, there are so many opportunities for people if they're facing barriers. So Early Childhood Iowa partners with Muscatine Charities to offer scholarships, which usually that comes into play mostly for 3-year-old preschool. And then last year we started kind of a pilot transportation program to the community partner preschools, which has been tremendous. So Muscatine Charities is providing the scholarships because they're an amazing charity that really values early education, and non-emergency transportation is transporting the children. We bought, I can't remember how many car seats at Walmart now, and they're transporting the kids. Yep, and so they have a driver, and then they have someone else that goes along for supervision and picks the kids up from either their home or their daycares that they go, and make sure that they get to preschool.
It's a big deal. Ken and Dana LaRue with non-emergency transport, they're great people. They understand Muscatine Charities. I mean, you hit the nail on the head.
Yep.
How many children have benefited from Muscatine Charities, and a lot of people don't know how much they've provided for kids to go to school at that early age. There's always the resource available. Sometimes it's a matter of communicating it. That's why you're here. But then also for the people that need it, not feeling shame or whatever the emotion is about asking, not even asking, utilizing what's there. I mean, that's the whole point of having these scholarships and services and transportation available. It's so that they're utilized, right? I mean, again, if we lived in a perfect world, you're not on the show right now because everybody knows this and everybody's sending their kid to preschool. And I just feel like, again, I don't want to think about where my kids would have been had they not gone to that PK3 and then they started that PK4. Or I even know that sometimes maybe 4-year-old preschool isn't something that people do, and then they go right into kindergarten.
Yeah, we really want to help those families get their children to be school ready.
Sure.
And so we're talking about transportation and how we offer scholarships for transportation. But Early Childhood Iowa and Muscatine also offers scholarships to help pay for preschool.
Absolutely.
So if that is a financial barrier, so helping you pay for preschool, but we also have scholarships available to help you pay for childcare, daycare scholarships.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Because 4-year-old preschool is free across the state. Is that correct?
Within the
district. Okay, so that's the caveat. Within the district, so you think about the school districts, whichever district you find yourself in, 4-year-old preschool is free. That's not the case at the non-district locations, but there are
the community partners. So Wonder Years, A Child's Place, Guardian Angel, St. Mary's, and Matthias, they have free 4-year-old preschool programs too, because they have a certified teacher. They have the curriculum, so those are also. And Ben Nitzel,
free. Principal at St. Mary Matthias Catholic School, chiming in on Facebook. Ben saying St. Mary Matthias Catholic School still has openings in our Guardian Angel 3-year-old and 4-year-old program. You can call St. Mary Matthias 563-263-3264. So again, it's good to know that there's openings, so that nobody should feel discouraged.
Right? Yeah. Just because the early learning center is full does not mean there are not plenty of openings. There's enough 4-year-old openings for every 4-year-old in the community.
Do you think, we're sitting here May 23rd again. Obviously, making the call today is best. Should they not wait until July? I mean, how long do you think this window of available spaces will be around? I mean, I don't want anybody to, I mean, of
Right.
course we don't want anybody to hesitate or procrastinate, but I mean, really, if this is you or someone you know, you got to reach out, right?
Right. Get your
Right.
name on the list and get a spot.
Yeah.
You know, there's no reason why you need to wait.
Yeah, I wouldn't hesitate. And again, with all the year-end stuff, but that's what it is, right? It's like,
It's
if you missed out early, you're still good. You just got to be proactive and make the call or reach
Right.
out. I want to talk about, and Ryan, I want to show the Aligned Impact Muscatine Facebook page. So AIM, Aligned Impact Muscatine, AIM. Kim, explain AIM to the folks at home that maybe had not heard about that. Maybe they've seen the Facebook page get shared or seen posts.
Right.
There it is right there. Just talk about AIM a little bit in broad brushstrokes, if you could.
Okay, so we're a community collaboration with our overarching goal is to increase post-secondary attainment to meet workforce needs. That's a big push statewide.
Sure.
We just don't have people with the education and training. We're talking even certifications like welding to meet the workforce needs in our community, let alone our state. So we actually have a grant from the state to do this work.
Awesome.
So it's really about bringing all the sectors together and partnering together to solve community issues. So we look at everything from kindergarten readiness
Sure.
all the way up to bringing adults back into the education pipeline
Yeah.
and things in between. So when we talk about how we had this big collaboration together to make preschool transportation happen, that's a really good example because we really work together to solve the community issues that no one can do alone. No
That's
one
just it.
preschool could have
Right.
worked and gotten the
Yep.
funding weaved together and had the administrative processes that Early Childhood Iowa already had in place
Sure.
to get something like that done.
It's important to be able to pool those resources, and because there are a lot of people that are working towards the same goal. So
Yep.
to have that umbrella of AIM now makes total sense. And again, for some of you that are seeing this, like for me in my house, I mean, there was never a thought about PK3 or fortunate enough to not have to look at it as a burden or anything. But the reality is there are a lot of people that's what it'll be. I mean, yesterday Nicole was here with United Way talking about the school supply drive and how
Yep.
that's going to help 500 students. So just when you think that there are not people struggling in the place that you live, like Muscatine County, the reality is it's happening. And,
Yep.
if you're not privy to it, that's okay. You can at least empathize with the fact that, there's resources available. And again, it's just about people reaching out and understanding that you're setting your children up for success ultimately.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember being in preschool back in the day. My preschool, there were 5 Anthonys. This is a true story. It was Elmwood Park, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago, a lot of Italian, Irish people. There were 5 of us. I was Anthony L. But I remember that, right? And it's all those little things that set you up for success in life, hopefully. And it really starts that young. I mean,
It does.
even if you think you're looking at the 3-year-old and you're going, really? Yes. I tell you what, even if it's just benefiting from the structure and the routine like we've talked
Yep.
about, it can just help them so that now I know that, with PK4 next August with my son, like that first day, yeah, he might not want to stay. Yes, it's going to be a little different. He's going to be there 5 days a week. Thank the Lord. Yes, Ted, you're going 5 days a week. We're really excited about that. But I know how good it's going to be for him, and I know and there's the boys right there. I know the quality of the educators that we have in the district and at the community partner preschools. So,
Yep.
and that's also part of it, right? Is
Yeah.
having strong resources within the district and them understanding, whether it be in the administrative office or the school board, that this is important, that we're all talking about it and working towards making sure that our 3 and 4-year-olds are there.
Right. And one thing I want to make sure we do point out, the Early Childhood Iowa scholarships, it's based on income, but it's not as rigid as the federal programs.
Gotcha.
So someone
Okay.
who kind of hits that cliff
Sure.
for child care assistance, that's where Early Childhood Iowa comes in. And the same thing for
Totally,
the transportation and preschool scholarships. It's not as rigid. It's really built for those families who are kind of in that in-between space, that they're working hard, but they just
Sure.
need a little bit of help.
And that's great to know, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's important to say that and to have people understand, right? I mean, if you just need that little extra assistance, it's available. You both must love what you do, obviously, right?
Yep.
I mean, very passionate, and it's just got to bring you a lot of joy and pride. I mean, you really can help impact lives. Whitney, how long have you been with Early Childhood Iowa?
The end of March.
Yeah.
So I'm very new.
You're very new.
I'm still very new.
That's great.
I'm learning lots.
Good.
It's great.
And it's been a great experience so far?
It has been a great experience. Yes, I'm really enjoying it.
Excellent. Well, I mean, I tell people all the time, I went to college, I went to St. Ambrose. I feel like every time I say St. Ambrose, maybe they take away part of my student loans I have left.
That'd be
So
nice.
when
right?
I went to St. Ambrose, it's 2 times. I even donated for their last alum. Anyways, when I went to college at St. Ambrose in Davenport, Iowa, I went to be a high school English teacher, right? Because I had a high school English teacher my sophomore year. My freshman year, I think I had a 1.8 GPA. I had a bad attitude, and then between my sophomore English teacher, Peter Kahn, who's still at Oak Park River Forest High School to this day, and my advisor, Dan McHugh, they helped me, and I graduated with like a 3.2 or a 3.3.
Awesome.
So I have the utmost respect for educators, and I know that it's a tough job, and it's only gotten harder over the years and with technology. So you're right. I mean, we just need to be able to encourage people, like, get the kids started early, and they will hopefully not have to have like almost that intervention like I had. I mean, I was a pretty good student, but whenever, got to high school, had that bad attitude, but then it was like flipping a switch. So we want more people to continue to get into the education fields, whether that be, again, in the classroom or on the administrative side, and just work towards that common goal, which is to have all of our preschool classrooms, filled up and understanding that those kids are going to go on. I think, with Colorado becoming the Early Learning Center. It's not that hard to say, Tony. Early Learning Center. I think that's great, and and again, I look at this selfishly with my own kid and understanding, like, I wish, because when my 4-year-old went to PK4, it was not 5 days a week. It might have been 4 days a week,
possibly.
or
Yeah.
It depends on the
and then
school,
Kindergarten might have been 4 days a week,
Yep,
or
they're all a
kindergarten
little
might
bit
have been
different.
Kindergarten's
5 days. It was 5.
5.
Okay, so PK4 was 4 days, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we're heading in the right direction, and it's just about making sure that all the information and resources are available. All right, so we've been showing you websites, we've been showing you Facebook. What should people do if they're like, okay, I need help? I absorbed what you were saying. I heard about this AIM, this Aligned Impact. Should they call Kim? Should they call Whitney? Should they call both of you? Do you have a joint phone number that you both answer? Hello? I mean, what makes the most sense?
If people, if they already have a preschool picked out, the preschools, they know this stuff forwards and backwards.
Gotcha.
They know how to access the resources. They know how to walk the families through it all. If they do not have a preschool picked out, then they should call Whitney at Early Childhood Iowa.
Yep, I can help them find one and help them locate the scholarship applications and get them on the right track.
And just look at the options, right? I mean, we've been showing you this. Look at that.
Yep.
We're all over the place. So the resources are there,
There's
stepping stones
options
right
all
around
across the
corner.
county.
All across the county, right? Zion, shout out to Zion Lutheran. I think my wife's student taught there. They're good people.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of great resources out there, in addition to, of course, the school district and friends like Ben Nitzel with Saints Mary and Matthias. So, right, I think it's important to have these conversations and to make sure that people understand that it makes sense to have kids start school at PK3, PK4. Even if you miss PK3, get them into PK4.
Get them into 4.
Yep.
It'll be worth it, I promise. I mean, this is firsthand experience, and sometimes that's the best kind, right? Do we miss anything? Have we covered it all?
I think we got it.
Okay. All right. I just, I'm so excited for that. And I love the approach with the Early Learning Center.
Yep.
It's like 5 days a week. You need to pick him up at 2 or 2:30. That's cool. And I'm like, I think by 2:30 he's going to need to be picked up. Because we're going to be going from the Early Learning Center to McKinley, which they're not super close together. So we'll spring the 4-year-old Ted from school. I just hope he doesn't grab my leg because he's bigger now. And there's that moment when you're in the gym and you're a parent and you're like, oh, dude, you got to let go of my leg. I feel sad. And then the teachers are like, just go.
Yeah, you always find out they're fine later.
They're
Yeah,
fine.
they
Right,
are.
exactly.
My daughter
Exactly.
randomly started crying her second year of preschool.
Yeah.
And she would just cry, and I was like, what's going on? She's been going to all
fine.
all
Yeah.
all 3 halfway through 4, and the Michelle Rogers at Wonder
Yeah.
Years, that's where both my kids went. She was wonderful. She knew I was starting to get upset.
Yeah.
And she just sent me an email at work, like, Kim, just so you know, as soon as you leave, she stops
She's
crying.
fine.
Yeah, they're good.
Everything's
They're great.
fine.
Everything is fine. They
But the teachers are
distract
so
them.
caring. And
Oh my gosh, they care so much, and they have all these techniques over the years to like get them out of that moment of being upset, and then they're on to the
Yeah.
next thing, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, that's my kid. All right, cool. All right, Officer Whitney Pena saying hi, Kim. So
Hi, Whitney.
hello, Whitney. I think Whitney's going to be on the show soon. All right, Kim Warren, Whitney Howell, thank you for being here.
Can we tell my daughter happy birthday?
Yes, right, Stella.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Stella.
Stella is 7
7.
today.
Yes,
What do you
today.
get a 7-year-old? What
Well,
are you going to get her?
Well, I can't tell you
Spoiler
yet.
alert, Stella. It's a puppy.
Actually, we did get a puppy for our kids. Both their birthdays are in May, so we got
Oh.
a puppy a few weeks ago.
Oh, but they
actually.
knew this
They
already.
knew,
Okay.
they knew.
Thank
But she has
God.
a little gift to open today.
Little gift. It's a kitten.
But
No?
we actually were here at
Yeah.
Hy-Vee buying donuts this morning already for the birthday tree. So
Stella. Great name. Happy birthday, Stella. 7's a fun age. Hope you enjoy that new kitten and the new puppy.
no, I can't.
Driving to work this morning, 2 black cats crossed my path. So I'm buying a lottery ticket.
Do it.
So congratulations, Stella, on that little kitten. 2 of them. And a fish. And a hamster. The hamster thing keeps getting brought up in my house, and I look at my wife like, no, we have a puggle, and I don't need a hamster. Like, why do we need more pets? I don't need. One day I came home from work, there was a surprise cat in my house. I'm like, we're not doing this. I can have a fish. Fish are great, a little this, and then they're fine. We had a fish for like 5 years, and then one day we didn't have the fish. But he was for 5 years we had this fish, right? They're great. They don't need a lot of attention.
No.
Just give a little sprinkle, clean their thing. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Thank you for being here, Kim. Great to see you.
Thank
Whitney,
you.
Nice to meet
Thank
you. Thanks
you.
for coming on the show. I
Yes.
appreciate it. Important conversation, preschool for our kids. It makes sense. And again, whether you're hearing about it for the first time, your kids are through the school system, you probably know somebody that can benefit from the resources that are available in this town, and that's what it's all about. All right, Cody, behind the wheels, we're going to the car cam. Aisle camera in the meat department. Yes, thank you. CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam. Brats. Yes. How can you get some brats? Well, there's a couple things you can do to get some brats for yourself. You can buy 8 burgers, and then we'll give you 8 brats. Did you hear what I said? You can buy 8 burgers, and then we'll give you 8 brats. It's a fantastic deal. We're ready for a holiday weekend. The weather was beautiful yesterday. It's going to cooperate today, and then, it's going to be, I don't know, rainy for the next couple of days. I'm not really sure. We'll see what happens, but people are still going to be grilling, being outside, and get to the meat department, and they'll take care of you. All right, Ryan Broderson is going to operate the Toyota Muscatine car cam. And just like we started the show, we're going to Bug Soother, Ryan. I want you to grab a candle when you get up there because, listen, the gnats were out in full force yesterday. And what our friend Frida Seiko with Bug Soother told us yesterday is that the Bug Soother formula has been reformulated a little bit, and now it is more effective against mosquitoes. So along with keeping you gnat-free, it is going to work even better against the mosquitoes. All right, Ryan, you are live, so you can hit the road, sir. Hit the road. All right, so Ryan, on your mark, get set. He's gone. Ryan, we lost you. Where'd you go? Hello, ladies. Have a seat. Ryan Broderson is pressing button. There he is. He's back. All right, Ryan. Hit the Quan, Ryan. Here we go. He's going to go to Bug Soother Land near the front of the store and show us one of those brand new mosquito candles that are available. So Bug Soother, made in Columbus Junction, available here at Hy-Vee. And I like the fact that the 8-ounce bottle has a fuel saver on it. Ryan, are you frozen? What's happening? Where are you, Ryan? What's going on with the car cam today? Oh boy. Ryan, I think you just better take it to Toyota and let them service it. We've lost Ryan Broderson, everybody. All right, we'll come back to Ryan. He's walking back this way. Ryan, should I just throw you this bottle of Bug Soother and then you can just pretend like you got it? All right, fantastic.
You're on TV.
Ladies, welcome.
Hello.
I'm so happy you're here. Sammy, Lisa, right? Yes. Thank you for being here. Give me a high five, Sammy. I'm so happy for you. It's great to see you. All right, this is exciting. So I love when people chase the American dream and want to open up their own business. And Sammy is here to talk about the factory, which is going to be the newest place in Muscatine, downtown Muscatine.
On 2nd Street.
On 2nd Street, where people like y'all watching at home, if you're live with us or on cable, you can go and work out and start to feel better. I love the fitness redefined. So what was it, Sammy, about, I mean, like, this, was it a combination of like the space being available, going to see it, understanding that you could make it a functional space for the factory? Was it timing with all of this or what? Because I know that you like to work out and that it's a passionate thing for you, but now you're going to be able to help people, which is amazing. So give us the background on leading up to the factory. Again, 124 West 2nd Street, downtown Muscatine.
About 3 years. 3 years ago, I started working out. I wanted to be healthy, eat healthy, look better, feel better.
Yeah.
And then I started training and teaching classes at RMT for, 2 years?
Wow.
And then I got a personal trainer and wanted to make myself be better and look better for everybody else and kind of be like that person they can come to ask questions or to be their motivation.
It's so great. My my uncle George, my dad's brother, for a long time had a personal training business. It was called Keep Fit, and he was always like, he's a goofball. My uncle George. He was always just ripped, in great shape, always in a good mood, and for a long time helped people. A lot of athletes he trained, baseball players. He played baseball in college. And I would go to these like shows in Chicago at the McCormick Center, and you just walk around and get like the protein bar samples. And he and I would go to Cubs games a lot. So, but he had what you have, like his own business, and here's the factory on Facebook. So that's what I'm saying. Like I was with my uncle. I was putting in the whatever the flooring is that you have at a place where you're going to work out and drop weights. You know, a little soft. You know what I'm talking about? The padded floor. Like I did that with my uncle. I painted with him. And I watched him have success. So you are ready to go with an open house, and we can keep that on the screen for just a second, guys. I'm going to wipe off my glasses. They're steaming up again. This open house is coming up on June 1st. So people are going to be able to stop down, check out the space. From 10 to 1, thank you, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Check out the space, and then hopefully make the decision to start feeling better. You're going to offer what? Group classes?
Group classes, personal training, and meal plan. So group classes, we're going to offer like strength class, a core class, and like a HIIT, which is like cardio and strength put together, which will be like $10 a piece.
Oh my gosh, that's affordable. So when you were thinking about that, I mean, obviously it's a matter of having a good space that people can get to. What are you going to have different hours when you're like, when are you going to be, so you have the open house on June 1st. Will you be officially open for business at that point, or are you going to do the open house and then start?
Do the open house and then start scheduling.
Perfect.
We're hoping to do online scheduling so people can sign up ahead of time, reserve their spot.
And Lisa, for you have to feel so proud, right? I mean,
very.
I mean, Sammy, again, chasing the dream.
She absolutely loves it.
Right. And the fact that you've been able to, in just a short amount of time, Sammy, learn so much and improve yourself, right? I mean, you can tell someone, like, here's where I was 3 years ago when I started. Yeah. You know, sometimes you see these before and afters, and you go, oh, really? All you put was a cream on your face? I believe that. No, I don't. It's never that easy. You know this. Yeah. You spend time in the gym, you're going to have your own place, so you can look at someone and say, I've been where you're at.
And it's not just like the 1 hour you work out a day, it's the eating, the other 20 hours, it's sleeping, your rest. Yeah. It all has to go together.
So, I mean, I'm so happy for you, because I know that this is something that you're passionate about, and it's just, it's great to see this next step for you, your own space. Do you hope to get to the point where, you know, things get rocking and rolling with the factory again, 124 West 2nd Street, downtown Muscatine, open house, June 1st, 10 to 1. You start rocking and rolling. You get to the point where then you can bring on people to assist with the personal training and leading the classes. Yes, to teach. So if you're watching and this is something that interests you, I would encourage you to get on the factory's Facebook page and reach out. The group classes. So I want to talk about that for a second. So obviously a group class can be, you know, I don't know how many people, if you have a limit.
Probably like 6 or 8, like circuit style almost.
Okay, so you would be kind of going through different workouts.
Right.
And
45 minutes to an
oh
hour.
my gosh, any breaks in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not asking for myself. I wouldn't need a break, of course, but no, that's great. And then the meal planning part of it, right? I mean, it is so much. Sitting here as someone that's lost 100 pounds, I know that it's diet, right?
That's the most important.
It is the most important, but it's also being active, and you got to have that balance. What have you found, Sammy, that for yourself with respects to meal prepping? Because I know that, like, for me, I had to do something drastic, went keto, lost a bunch of weight, been able to maintain it. But that doesn't work for everybody. But sometimes it's just as easy as maybe incorporating more greens or more lean proteins. What's worked for you personally that you hope to be able to help people with respects to the meal planning?
I use it's called a calorie calculator online. Okay. You put in like age, how active you are.
Awesome.
Weight, like where you want to be. It'll tell you how many calories to eat if you need to lose weight, if you want to maintain, or if you want to gain.
It's fantastic. Lisa, what about yourself? Like, you're in good shape as well. I mean, are you going to be there getting after it in a group class? Or are you just going to be behind the scenes moral support?
I think I'll just stay behind the scenes.
But obviously for you guys, I mean, even if it wasn't, something that you were conscious of, I mean, you had to do it right because, I mean, you're in good shape. Sammy's pursued this, the last 3 years. So, I mean, a lot of credit goes to you being a good role model. Like, I think about my mom, right? So we never had Pop in the house growing up.
Yep,
Never.
We don't either.
And then I got to college and I was like, oh, there's Pop. And I gained weight in college. But it's like sometimes, and I'm not saying that Pop's bad, by the way. Love Pop, it's great. But it's just like sometimes it's those little things that we can do
to cut out every day.
Yeah, little adjustments, and also finding the time, right? So when you talk about the group classes, the personal training at the factory, will you have things, Sammy, that'll be early, like before work, after work?
Yeah, so I want to do like a 6 a.m. or 6:30.
Okay.
Before work, and then a couple noon hour classes for people to come down on lunch, and then of course at night, like 5:36.
Right, because you know that there's people that are. I don't know who wants to get sweaty and then go back to work. I already sweat enough at work, but there are people that do that, right? That look at that hour and they go, all right, I can go down to the factory, I can put in 45 minutes and get after it. And I think that that's great to have all these different options. What is it about having the space, making it your own? How has that felt? I mean, obviously you're doing all this work to get ready, but have you been able to step back and go, holy moly, this is really happening?
I don't think it's hit me yet.
Okay. Will it hit you at the open house?
Probably, yes.
Okay.
I hope so.
If there's happy tears, it's all right. It'll just get right back to curling. What about, and I think we've done a better job as a society recently, over the last couple of years, maybe 10 years, but there was for a long time maybe a stigma or something attached to women working out with respects to weightlifting. And that should not be the case. I mean, everybody should be able to lift weights. And if you're thinking to yourself, if you're watching this and you're going, well, I haven't lifted weights since high school, it can't really be good for me. But yes, it can.
Yes.
You're living proof. You lift, when you work out, you're lifting a lot of weight. So talk about that, right?
I weigh the same as I did 3 years ago. But I'm like my body composition is totally different.
Sure.
So
so you weigh the same.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. That's really unbelievable when you think about it, right? Because you've turned, like, whatever that weight is, how much of it is muscle. That's amazing, right?
Yeah.
In 3 years, what do you think, like, for somebody that's thinking about whether it is that group class or that personal training, is it like 3 out of the 5 days a week they need to be active at a place like the factory?
Yeah, I would say 3 to 4.
Okay, 3 to 4 days a week. So keep that in mind. I just like that, again, you're going after this. Are you 21? Are you 22?
19.
I'm
be
sorry.
20 next month.
You're 19?
Yeah.
I'm so old. What in the world? I thought you were at least 20 at this point, or 21.
Next month.
Oh my gosh, Sammy, that makes me feel really old. Thanks a lot. But it also, right, I mean, there's no time like the present. So whether you're 19 or 35, you can start, right? That's just it. And even if you haven't, like, admittedly, I've lost a bunch of weight, but I haven't worked out. I mean, I got the 3 kids. It's enough of a workout some days. But finding the time and then getting into something, I know that you would never throw somebody into something that they didn't fully understand, right?
Yeah.
And that's important. You're going to be able to learn how to go through the different workouts, exercises. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
I'm using air quotes to save myself, so I don't look like a total goofball. What about like squatting? I want to get your opinion. It seems like, I was in high school playing sports, see how much you can squat. I feel like I don't know if I would ever squat again in my life, but there's probably so many benefits to it. Convince me to hit the squat rack.
So there's 3 they call it the big 3, which is like 3 compound movements. So it's squat, bench, and deadlift.
Okay. So I need to do all
those
3
are
of
the
those,
most effective.
And it's important again to know that because again I think sometimes maybe it's more of a guy thing. Like you don't have to put the most amount of weight on the bar. You don't want to hurt yourself. Baby
Yeah, more
step
isn't
it.
better.
Right, more isn't better. Technique is how important.
Form,
right?
super important.
All right, so this open house, again, let's go back to the Facebook page, guys, if we could. I love the color, by the way. You can't miss this. I hope you put this up.
I did.
Good, all right. Well, I didn't have to tell her. She's putting these all over the store. They're just going to be floating down. The open house. So it'll be a good opportunity for people to stop down, check it out. Again, it's Saturday, June 1st. Holy moly! Week away. Mm-hmm. Are you ready?
We hope
Yes.
so.
Now, when people stop down to the open house, Sammy, do they need to dress appropriately? Is it more of here's where we're at, this is what we got going on? Or are you gonna?
No, just come in and look at our space.
Okay.
Gonna have some snacks.
Good. Healthy snacks.
Yes.
Not just Lisa. What are you shaking your head? No,
I'm
she's
just kidding.
Oh my gosh, the bowl of corn dogs at the factory. I'm just kidding. Sherry Siwasink, who's worked here at Hy-Vee for probably longer than you've been alive. We love Sherry. She told me she is ready to get signed up at the factory. So
She is. I've talked to her.
Yeah, and you've talked to her already? I'm making this up. I was going to sign her
Oh,
up.
no. She always says what she wants to.
She should.
That's my niece's mom.
Yeah. Oh, right. I love Sherry. Sherry's working right now. This is great. So I'm really happy for you. Social media is so important with getting the word out. And again, if you're looking on Facebook, it's the factory. The name. Tell me about the name. Where'd it come from?
I kind of want it to be like an industrial,
Okay.
hard-working feel, I
Nice.
guess.
The factory. Did you ever think about calling it the sweat factory? Do you
Good
hope that that's
idea.
how people leave?
Yeah.
Where were you at? I was at the factory and I'm so sweaty. What about the space? Had it been open for a while? I mean, I know where you're at. I was downtown yesterday for a meeting and I kind of went right past it.
Piper's Candle Shed.
Yeah.
It's her old building.
I parked right in front of
She moved out. We moved in.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
it is a
within,
good sized space too,
couple
by the
days.
way.
Yeah.
Right? Were you
Yes.
surprised with all of the stuff out, how much room there is?
Yeah, we did painting. We've
Yeah.
laid mats and turf.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
A lot of work goes into this, right?
Yes, it does.
There's,
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing easy about owning your own business. But I'll tell you what, having it in downtown Muscatine is just great. So you're on the corner, sort of 2nd and what is that street?
Pine or chestnut.
It's Pine or Chestnut. Yeah,
forget.
I
Isn't
can't.
that
I can't.
terrible?
I mean, not that I haven't gone to Embers enough to know where it's at, which is right across the street. You can't
Exactly.
go there yet because you're only 19. But no, it's great. It's a good location for sure, and I'm really happy for you. I know that this is something you're passionate about, and the fact that you've had so much success in the last 3 years, it's proof positive. And I think that that's so important, right? And when you're gonna try to make a difference in your life, and I speak from experience, like when you look in the mirror and you go, okay, something's got to change. You don't want to feel intimidated. You want to be able to go, you know what, I can do this, and there's people that support me, and they're going to make it that much easier. All right, we're looking at a map right now, and it would be Chestnut, I think, right? Yeah, it would be Chestnut.
Yep.
That's Chestnut, okay.
Yep.
We know our streets. I've only been here 7 years, Ryan. You got to pull a map up to kind of say, well, Tony, you don't know what you're talking about. That's fine. Ryan Broderson and Cody, by the way, Ryan, they would love to get signed up and to hit the squat rack. They would love that. They were a little nervous this morning because they didn't know if you were going to show up with like a barbell and make them do any workouts. I was like, I'm good. I got my steps in walking to the show this morning. But if you need these guys to do any workouts, I mean, I don't know if you worked out in jeans that often, but they're both rocking jeans. You can get a pair of scissors, make your own jorts, guys. There you go. You have a knife. Ryan always has a knife. Jeez Louise. All right, Sammy. The Factory, 124 West 2nd Street, downtown Muscatine. Holy moly.
And if they have questions, they can just message the Facebook page.
And Sammy will get back to you.
That's me.
This is so cool. I'm so happy for you. I
Thank
hope
you.
that you have nothing but success in downtown and you get to the point in a year from now when you're like, we got to expand. Not that you want to leave downtown. But again, first things first, it's getting the word out, and it's understanding that you're going to help people make a difference. Group classes, personal training, meal planning. Wow. Lisa, how pumped are you?
I'm excited for her.
You will be
Really
there
excited.
at the open house.
You betcha.
Just doing this 3 hours. Here's Lisa right here.
No.
And then
I
this
don't
move.
think so. No.
And then this move.
No.
Right? And then just, will you plank for 3 hours straight?
No. No.
All right.
No.
I'm trying.
Sorry.
Come on, Mom. Help out. Sammy wants you to
I'll
plank.
just
You got to
be there
plank.
eating
Right?
the snacks.
For moral support and snack duty. Right. Mom, the celery. Cut it out. Good luck. I'm so happy for you. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Lisa, great to see you. It's been too long. Listen, 3 years. I just can't believe that you weigh the same as you did 3 years ago, but you've just totally transformed yourself just from working out and eating right. It's that easy, right? I mean, it's not that easy.
No,
it's hard.
yeah.
But
It's hard.
there is no magic pill.
No.
That's
I feel
just
so
it.
much better,
You know,
she says.
and as a large person, I have been inundated over the years of people trying to sell me stuff that I know doesn't work. What works is when you decide to make a choice, whether it is diet and exercise, of course, that combination of the two. That's what it's all about. And this is a great place coming very soon. Go to the open house, get some more info, and please bring your own jean shorts if you're going to work out. Will you just do one class in jorts and fanny packs? I mean, no.
Are you going to lead it?
Yeah.
She probably doesn't even know what a fanny pack is.
Yes, I do.
Oh, right, Mom. Come on. They had fanny packs when you were... Don't tell us the year you were born. I can't handle that.
No.
All right. There's Sammy right there. Ready to rock and roll with the Factory, 124 West 2nd Street. I'm so glad you came on the show. You're on Facebook. And the open house is June 1st. And right here. Going to get pumped up. And you'll feel much better. All right. Let's go back if we could. Speaking of getting pumped up, I'm just going to be doing Brock curls, Cody. When we go to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam, I will curl a brat. And at Hy-Vee, when you buy 8 burgers, look at those brats. You get 8 brats for free. I mean, we're heading into a holiday weekend. Maybe you skip the carbs from the bun and you just grill all the meat. How am I doing, Sammy? Am I doing all right? Talking about skipping the carbs? All right. And then I don't know if you curl a brat. You probably want to cook it and then eat it. Maybe not curl it. There's also the skinless brats, which are fun. You know, oh my gosh,
those are good.
Best things ever, right? Whoever thought it was a good idea? You know, we should just flatten the brat. Like, you're a genius. Whoever created the brat patties. I have some of the pineapple brat patties in my freezer at home, and they're fantastic. So come out to Hy-Vee today. Buy 8, get 8. It is fantastic. Did you just text me, Cody? What's going on? My watch just vibrated. So that's in the meat department, and it's also Mega Meat Thursday, so don't miss that. All right, Ryan, we got to take care of some business. I forgot to mention this at the start of the show, Ryan. Shame on me. It's because we walked to the set, that's why. Yesterday, it went out on the Iowa Hawkeye Facebook page, and we're not super surprised, but still happy to see that Muscatine season at the University of Iowa. So going to that water sophomore year, he had a great experience. Saying I'm excited. Sophomore season, I learned a lot of valuable information through the NBA draft process. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. You did great. That helped me grow now and in the future when I decide to take the next step. My focus is helping this Iowa team be the best that we can. The future is bright. Joe Wieskamp on the show next Wednesday. Joe Wieskamp, Brett Olson will be here hanging out, talking about the Iowa Hawkeye basketball camp. So how great is that to have Joe Wieskamp back in the saddle? How great is it to have steamy glasses, everybody? It's not great. How's my eyebrow? My eyebrow's looking all right? Gotta get an eyebrow comb. You know what I do for my eyebrows? Little bug soother on there. I'm telling you, the gnats, I went out to the garden center and I'm pulling the gnats out of my hair. Bug soother, we've got it. This has a 5-cent fuel saver. Ding, get a whole bunch of them. All right. All right, Ryan, fuel saver flyer. We've got a whole bunch of things we're going to get to. We'll go as quick as we can, guys, and we'll wrap up. Fuel saver flyer, walk in the store. It's kind of like the flyer for the factory. It's a good-looking flyer. Going to save you money on gas. Ham salad that Delmer and the crew are making. They love that ham salad. Good to grow juices, bug soothers on there, fruities, candy. There are some big fuel savers at the bottom. Started from the bottom, now way up. Breakfast pizzas, 25 cents. Angel food cake, 25 cents. Ryan, if we go to the other side, here's what I did yesterday. Check that one out. Chinese 2 entree meal. See how it says 25 cents? If you scroll up, look at that. I bought 2 of those last night. Had to work late. Had a meeting. My wife said, bring me home Hy-Vee Chinese. I said, okay, I know what I'm doing. Okay. I got 2 of those. I put 50 cents on my fuel saver. I now have 79 cents. That might be the most that I've ever had on my fuel saver. And I know that that's not a lot because I know that there's some of y'all out there that have been like, I've had $3 on my fuel saver. I've had to pay a penny for gas. I haven't had that experience, but I'm really excited to have 79 cents off. So grab a flyer and save. Again, it kind of looks like this flyer for the factory. I could do Sammy's commercials. Hey, this is Tony Tone. I'm a big factory. Lift and weight. Sammy Pratt taught me how to lift the weights like this. Is this how you do it? I don't know. How's my technique, Ryan? Sammy, if she were here, she would say, it's not good, Tony. In a nice way. I got T-Rex arms, apparently. It's my T-Rex workout. I'm going to do a little shoulder roll. Ryan, how's my shoulder roll? Is it good? Cotton candy, sweet and low. Let me see your shoulder roll. All right. Memorial Day wine and spirits ad on the back page of the Voice Muscatine. Caught that. Look for that, and then go to Wine and Spirits and get ready to save. Again, some of these deals are while supplies last. I almost reached for the bug soother and took a drink. Mistaked it, made a mistake. Mistakenly thought it was my Starbucks. Look at these deals, guys. Some days I wish that Ryan and Cody had a microphone so that I could take a drink and not have to talk the whole time. Svedka Vodka, Exile Brewing Company, you can save. When you buy a meat purchase, Busch Light, you can save. Stella Rosa Wines, Rosada Moscato d'Asti Wines, that's a good one. Jose Cuervo in the mix as well. Bullet Bourbon and Bullet Rye and Smirnoff. And then Ryan, if you scroll down, do we have anything below that? We do, look at that. We've got 8 free brats when you buy 8 hamburgers. You get 8 brats when you buy the hamburgers. And then the split chicken breast, 99 cents a pound, value pack. That's a great deal. While supplies last, of course. Ahi tuna steaks on there with the fuel saver and the swordfish steaks. We're ready to go for Memorial Day 2019 right here. Right now at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. All right, one more Memorial Day themed ad is another fuel saver. Do some shoulder rolls. How am I doing, Sammy? Am I doing all right? Hi, I'm Tony Tone. I was just and now I talk like this and I'm swole. Fuel savers. I don't think Sammy's going to want me to be the spokesperson. Veggie tray, fruit tray, mild and hot guacamole, watermelon boats. Those are cool. I will get a watermelon boat to show y'all on the show tomorrow. Veggie hula bowls, large fruit pizzas and more. You buy everything on that fuel saver, you're going to save 30 plus 10 is 40 plus 5 is 45 cents off a gallon. I can do math. Look at me, Ma. I'm doing the math on the TV show. Not too shabby. Hey, shout out to Jimmy Greenhaw, who's watching us, Lynn Bowling, John Bronze, my friend James with Computech in downtown Muscatine, Caleb Hopkins, Kirk Honbaugh, who's else out there, Jerry Proviance, Sammy Pratt, who is just here. Hello, everybody. Thanks for watching on Facebook. We appreciate you. All right, Thursday night. Hey, it's Thursday. We're cooking ribs. Half rack or the Schlesman rack. That's a full rack of ribs. Half rack or the Schlesman rack. Tonight, starting at 4, we've got dinner ready to go. I got to stand up. I've been sitting too long. I got a lot of awkward behind-the-knee sweat going on. Not sure why. Hickory House, ribs. Get a half rack, get a full rack, half rack, $8. So think about this for dinner. Just leave it there for a second, guys. Look at this for dinner. Say you just want the half rack. All right, so for $8, show me somewhere else you can go for $8 and get half a rack of ribs, 2 sides, and a roll for $8? Show me, Ryan, right now. Where else can you go? Nowhere, son. And if you want the full rack, throw $5 more on there. What's with the behind-the-knee sweat? What's happening back here? You guys have a heater down here? What's going on? Did I spill coffee on my leg? I don't understand. I got behind-the-knee sweat. What the heck's going on? You lose weight? I thought you don't sweat more. Jiminy crickets. Come out for dinner tonight starting at 4. Maybe all of this is too much information. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's the nature of how I am. It's who I am. Graduation cakes. Did you hear that? That was loud. Graduation cakes, and then we'll get out of here. I've probably said too much. This is too much sharing on the show, even though it's my show. Graduation cakes, class 2019, congratulations. Muscatine High School will graduate this Sunday, May 26th. And if you find yourself needing graduation cake for whether it's a high school graduate, college graduate, whatever the case may be, we can get you taken care of. Maybe you graduated high school 17 years ago and you just want to remember the class of 2002 and you want to get a cake. Whatever the excuse is, if you just need a cake for yourself, that's fine. Look at that. So say you got a party that you're planning and you're going to need to serve 100 people, they would recommend those cakes, right? So whether it's quarter sheet, half sheet, full sheet, it's all there. And they'll take care of you right over my shoulder. That's what's going on. Jimmy Greenhaw asking if I've tried, have you tried the avocado bubble bath yet? Yes. Can't you notice the difference in my skin? I'm just glowing. I smell like avocados and lavender. Avocado bubble bath. This is what we all need to take a bath in, is bug soother. This stuff is great. I mean, look at. There it is, right in the face. How did I get myself in the face? Bug soother. Don't spray it right in your face. Spray it on your persons. Do I have that bad aim that I just nailed myself with the bug soother? Boy, this stuff is just the best, though. I'm telling you right now, if the gnats are bugging you, they will not stand a chance when you get some bug soother from a place just spraying yourself right in the face. I'm tasting bug soother right now. All right. Let's get out of here. Thanks for guests. Thank you for watching. Really fun talking to Kim Warren with AIM and Aligned Impact Muscatine and the United Way of Muscatine. Thanks to Whitney Howell with early childhood. Thanks to Sammy Pratt and her mom, Lisa, for being here. Sammy Pratt has a new business coming to downtown Muscatine, The Factory, Fitness Redefined, open house June 1st. Support Sammy. A business Sammy is awesome. She has transformed herself, and now she's getting paid for class and personal training. A lot of things feel old. Ron Broderson makes me feel old. Cody makes me feel old. The pants that I'm wearing, I think, are 9 years old. That makes me feel 10 years old. That makes me feel so. Friday on the show, tomorrow at Hotel Conference Center. Back on this show, talking about the brand new menu that is rolling out on May 28th, located inside the Hotel and Conference Center in downtown Muscatine. Chef Tess not only on the show tomorrow, hopefully over here, but will be taking I know, it's tough. It's a tough job. We're going to have to, guys, sample some of the new menu items. I know. Somebody's got to do it. So we look forward to having Chef Tess here on the show. And we thank you for watching. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust for the Aisle Cam, Toyota of Muscatine for the Cart Cam. And our friends at Team Staffing will have the job board on Friday's show. Little sneak peek of the menu at the Merrill with Maxwell's. Rolling out next week. Okay, catch this show on cable, 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. Muscatine Power and Water, Channel 5. Thanks to Remax. I'm done talking. Get your bug soother. Don't spray yourself in the face, but it will keep the gnats away, I promise. And you can get it right here at Hy-Vee, 5-cent fuel saver as well. We're done. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye, y'all. In the face? Really, Ryan? Right there.
You're watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. Tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.